Boy, it's been a long day. And I'm going to treat myself with a beer. Oh, that's better. So, on to comics. In my my first video, I was saying how they had the rebirth party at my local comic shop, and how they did a raffle for the variant covers for Rebirth, and I didn't think I won. And what was funny was, after I finished uploading that video onto YouTube, my girlfriend called me, and she goes, guess what? The comic book store called, and you won. So this is the variant cover for Rebirth that I ended up winning. It's the color variant. And it's not the sketch, but I mean, hey, I won something, right? Like, how often do you win something? So pretty excited about that. I should hold it like this better. Yeah, really excited about this. Really cool. Oh, you can even still see my raffle ticket down here in the bag. So that's really cool. And then something that I picked up today. These are all going to be new issues except for this one that I picked up today. And then I'm going to talk about something else. So I picked up this. This is Batman the New 52 Annual #1. I was eyeing this a couple days ago, but I ended up picking it up today with the books I got. This, I got it for $3. So that's pretty good. I think it goes for a little more online. This is a really nice cover. Sharp corners. Good buy, in my opinion, $3. And then, of course, I got Batman Rebirth. I got multiple copies of this. I'm just not going to show them all. I think I got like 3 copies of this. I unfortunately was not able to get the variants, but I'm ordering them right now. So they should be here for like the next video. And then I picked up Dr. Fate. I've been picking up Dr. Fate since the New 52. I know a lot of people didn't like the art style, but I think Mustafa is doing the... I think that's how you say his name, Mustafa, is doing the artwork for these next few issues and the cover. His covers, his variant covers for issues 1 and 2 are probably like one of my favorite things. I didn't get them. They're like $12 a piece, but I probably will eventually. So I'm excited. This cover is really cool. Look at that cover. I think I was more excited about this cover than a lot of the other Rebirth books that I got. I mean, just look at that cover. That is awesome. That's a really cool cover. I can't wait to read this. I can't wait to see the artwork inside. Go pick that up, seriously. If you didn't pick up any of the other ones, who cares? Just pick up that one. And then I picked up Superman Rebirth #1. I picked up both. I picked the variant. Here's the original. And here's the variant. Now, I'm not a huge Superman fan, and I don't normally read or pick up any Superman books. But since it's Rebirth, I always give things another shot. I know my girlfriend is into Superman, so she'll probably give those a look over. She'll probably like those. She's trying to find something that she can read, because she was really into Superman American Alien, and that ended because that was a miniseries like the Swamp Thing that I was reading. Now she doesn't really have anything else to read. So maybe she'll get into the new Rebirth, and I think I'm going to try to read all the Rebirths, at least the first issues. Unfortunately, I didn't get... Green Arrow was sold out today, And they have the Green Lanterns, but I'm really not into Green Lanterns, so I just didn't pick it up. It'll probably still be there next time. I'm gonna have to order Green Arrows online, so that sucks. And on to something else I wanted to share with you guys about. Was that I think everyone has like a comic book goal. At least most collectors do. They have either a superhero or maybe like a certain age of books they like to collect or a villain. And I want to share with you my one of my goals. I have a couple, but this is like one of my main goals, which is it's a hard goal, but it's been enjoyable and really fun to get. And that is, I collect every appearance of this guy right here. No, not Swamp Thing. This guy right here. And this is, for a lot of you that who don't know, this is Solomon Grundy. He is one of my favorite villains in the DC universe. I love him. He is amazing. He's a monster. He's something that if I saw him as a kid, my eyes would light up and I would be like, holy shit. Like, this is like... He was like, look at how awesome that cover is. That's an amazing cover. I probably would have stared at this cover when I was a little kid for forever, and I would have drawn it like over and over and over. But this is a great one. This is Swamp Thing number 155. I'm not going to show my entire collection, but some of my favorites out of the whole collection that I have. Now, I don't have every Solomon Grundy appearance yet, but you know, as these videos go on, you'll see that my Grundy collection just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So that's Swamp Thing number 155. Grundy looking menacing on that cover. And then this here, I don't know if this isn't my, this is probably one of my newest Grundy pieces. This is Swamp Thing number 67. Now this is the first appearance of, as you can see in the corner, Hellblazer. This is before the Hellblazer books came out. This is a 16-page special preview of Hellblazer, which is Constantine. And then you also see, you know, you see our Swamp Thing here. And this is Solomon Grundy, and he's got him in a fucking chokehold. Look at how sick that is. And if you're going to pick up this book and read it, I won't spoil anything. But I suggest you try to get this book. For collectors, for you guys on a budget, if you want to get a nice issue that's, you know, a first appearance of something, this is one that you can get that's in the realm of possibilities. It's not too outrageous in price. I think I paid $10 for this. It's a really nice copy. It's not near mint by any means, but I would say it's about at 8.5. But yeah, get it. If you're looking to get into collecting, I would say get it. Oh, my hair's bothering me. I need a haircut. My hair is so long. But yeah, check that out. Solomon Grundy's got the Swamp Thing in a chokehold. It's like a wrestling match. But really, in this, I will say this, in this issue, Solomon Grundy's pretty much in Swamp Thing's head the entire time. And it's really good. Not only for the Hellblazer at the end, but yeah, check it out. And this is another one of my favorites. This is a newer one too. This is DC's The World's Most Dangerous Villains Wanted. And this has two stories in it. As you can see, there's a Grundy story where he's throwing Green Lantern off a balcony, which is really funny because he's just kind of like wrestling, chucking him off onto some train tracks from a balcony. So this is a good one to pick up. This one's cheap. I think I got this $5 maybe. I love this cover though. I love that I love the border, how it's like an old like old-timey piece of paper. Very cool cover. And then I have, this is DC Comics Presents Superman and Swamp Thing. And as you can see, it's another no-holds-bar match with the Swamp Thing and Superman and Solomon Grundy. And on the cover, you know, Superman saying, "You've always been on the side of good, Swamp Thing, so why are you helping Solomon Grundy destroy me?" Well, you'll have to read to find out. It's really good. This is a cheap issue you can get. I love the way Grundy looks. There's a lot of books where he looks kind of like crap, in my opinion, but I love old Grundy. Sorry about that. I had a little bit of a camera misfunction. I don't know. I don't really know what happened there. It just kind of shut off. I don't know. I've been having computer problems I need to fix after I record this. It's just been a long day, you know. You just gotta kick back sometimes. Now this is one of my favorite issues. It makes me laugh every time I see it. At least smile. I'm not, like I said, I'm not big into Superman, but I will take exception for this issue. This is Superman number 320. And as you can see, Solomon Grundy has stolen, or is trying to steal, Superman's cape, and is now trying to fly away like Superman. You can see the little whoosh coming from his hand, and what does he say? What does Superman say on the cover? He says, "Great moons of Krypton, Solomon Grundy is stealing my cape, but why?" I love this. I love the way Solomon Grundy is like all black and white pretty much, except for his brown shoes. And he's pretty much has stolen Superman's cape and is now taking off. This is one of my favorite covers, even though I don't like Superman. You definitely should check this out. This is definitely a great buy. Or at least if you're going to read them digitally, get this digitally. It's definitely a great read. And then, now this book means a lot, because this is one of the first, this is what got me into Grundy. This is one of the first, oh, you can see it, this is one of the first Grundy books that I ever read. Not the first comic, well, yeah, it might even be no, it's not the first comic that I ever read. But this is the first book that got me into Solomon Grundy and got me more into the other parts of DC besides Batman when I was younger. And ever since I read this book, it's been non-stop collecting, and that's what started my whole get every issue that Grundy's ever been in. And this is Justice League number 92. Justice League of America number 92. And as you can see, Grundy is on the front, destroying the Justice League of America. This is a great book. I suggest you all pick this up if you can. Now, this was a little more pricey. I think I paid $20 for this book, which isn't too expensive, but if you're going on a budget, it might be out of your realm of possibility. But this is a fantastic book to get. If you like Grundy as much as I do, this is one of those ones where it's not going to break the bank, and you'll be very happy with what you bought, considering it's a great book. And it's Justice League 92. Who doesn't like the Justice League, right? Now, this last book, this last Grundy book for me, I would say is so far my treasure. I think everyone has at least one or two treasures in their collection. My collection's not as big as a lot of people's on YouTube. Some people just have so much. I'm starting to get there, but this is definitely my jewel as of right now. Now it's in poor condition. I definitely am gonna upgrade it when I can, and that's when I can. That's when I find a copy that's better than it and not gonna, destroy my wallet and not allow me to eat for a while. Which I can. I've seen some online. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. And this is showcase number 55. This is the first Silver Age appearance of Solomon Grundy. And this is, Dr. Fate and Hourman team up to fight Grundy. Grundy goes on a rampage. This is a fantastic book. Now, if you have a bit of money, but not a ton to collect, this is one of those issues where this would be great for your collection. I think I paid really cheap for this book. I paid $3 for this book, and I know this book is worth a lot more. Especially if you look it up, this book is worth quite a bit. I got a deal. This book is not in the best condition. It's got a lot of spine stuff going on. You can see the pages are, they're tan. They're not even off-white. They're tan. There's a lot of, when I get a better camera, you can see there's a lot of stuff going on up here. But for $3, I guess you would call this I don't even know if you would say it's a rescue book. I know a lot of people use the term rescue book, that they just buy it, to rescue it. But I don't know. I love this book, and I plan on probably having multiple copies. If I'm ever at a comic shop and I see a copy of this, I probably will buy a copy. I probably will have multiples of this book just because it's one of my favorites. And that's partially because the first appearance of Grundy, as a lot of you know, is really, really expensive. I've only seen one on the internet, and I think it's in All American Comics. I can't remember the number right now because I'm really tired, and I do apologize, but I'll have it in a little annotation on the video. But I've only seen one copy on the internet for sale, and that was on eBay, and it was probably around the end of last year, and this thing was going for 25 grand, and it was like restored. It wasn't even like an original copy. It was like super restored, and just, I don't have that kind of money, maybe one day if I win the lottery, I'll have my first appearance of Solomon Grundy, and my collection will be complete. Same with Batman #1. If I ever become a millionaire and I can buy a $70,000 copy of Batman #1, then these videos will be, I figure, a little more entertaining. But until that day happens, this is what I get. And I feel like a lot of these books I get are on a budget. So this is like budget books. This is budget collecting. Sometimes I pay a little more for books. Like Mr. Miracle, I paid like close to $50 for in the last video. That was on an auction. Well, $50 with shipping. It was like, I think I paid $41. And then there was like a consignment fee and shipping, but it was like $47. I don't think I've ever paid any more than that for a book. Some Walking Deads we have, that's for another video though. But I appreciate everyone checking out my videos, especially Captain Strangelife, for leaving me such a wonderful comment on my first video. And I sent him a message, and I hope that we can get together soon. And I hope you enjoy these videos. Even if you don't, I enjoy making them. I love talking about comic books, and I hope I get better at these. There's more in the future, more comic books. So happy collecting, everyone.